I'll be honest, I don't know a single thing about Bruce Springsteen. Deliver Me From Nowhere still hit me in a way I didn't expect. It's raw, emotional. Yeah, it's not perfect, but when it lands, it hits like a song you didn't know you needed to hear. And Jeremy Allen White absolutely commands the screen. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, my name is Troy. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to review Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere, the new film out this weekend starring Jeremy Allen White in the leading role and Jeremy Strong, Paul Walter Hauser, among others. And the story centers around Bruce Springsteen making the album Nebraska that came out in about 1982 and just the struggles emotionally and psychologically and mentally that he was going through making that album. And again, at the top, I know nothing about Bruce Springsteen. I know a few of his songs, but I don't know his story. I don't know the things that he's been through. And this story still landed in an emotional way for me because even though it's not perfect, it's uneven at times, really, in terms of the pacing and the structure of the story. But when those emotional moments land, they really do land, and you really feel just how much of a personal story this is for Bruce. I found myself really being pulled into some of those elements. Again, just the depression that he was really struggling with, the relationship with his dad, the relationship with Faye as well, and what that looked like and trying to navigate that too. And so I think it just did a really good job of drawing you into those moments, even if at different times the movie didn't really work. But the film does have an uneasy rhythm. It's intentionally slow and introspective, where again, some scenes hit with a quiet intensity while others feel a bit underdeveloped. Again, I honestly don't say there's a whole lot, but this movie could have been longer. I would have enjoyed another 15-20 minutes, allowing some of those emotional scenes to play out a little bit more, because I think that's when the movie is at its best, because Jeremy Allen White is phenomenal in this. He's a really quiet, strong, powerful presence. I think he tells you so much without saying much at all. The silence really sits loud in this movie. You can see a lot of the expressions on the face of the things that he's struggling with. And so he was phenomenal, and I think he deserves a lot of the praise that he's getting for this role. But I think in particular, the moments between him and Faye were really powerful, and I wish they would have leaned into those a little bit more, because there's a tenderness and a pain in that relationship that felt just kind of a little unexplored. I know that in real life they don't end up together, but it would have been nice to see that dynamic explored a little bit more, because I think that she really pushed him to learn about himself, to really explore these things, confront these things head on. And so I wish that we got a little bit more of a payoff for that. Again, maybe that's not what happened in real life, which could be the case, but in the story, I wish they would have revisited that towards the end of the film. Jeremy Strong was also a welcome addition to this cast as Bruce's manager, John Landau. I love Jeremy Strong, most of, not all, that he's in. I'm a big fan of him in Succession. He's phenomenal in that, and he was really good in this role too. Again, he also had a quietly strong performance too. I think when you have these biopic movies, especially around musicians, I think you expect kind of the loud shouting, emotionally tense moments, but both of these characters really lean into those quiet emotional moments, and you see the strong dynamic between those two characters. One of my favorite scenes in particular is towards the latter part of the movie, when he and Bruce are just sitting in Bruce's bedroom after they've completed the mix, completed the master of his album, and they just put music on and they listen, right? He knows he's struggling. He wants to get him out for breakfast, and Bruce Springsteen's like, no, I just want to stay here. And they just listen to music, and there's a quiet, tender moment between the two of them, that their relationship goes more than just manager and musician, that they're really friends, that they really care about each other. And so I just really appreciated how they leaned into both of those characters, those quiet moments, instead of these shouting and physical potential fights that we see in a lot of these movies, because I think they just mean a lot more when they explore that route of their relationship. The music is also fun. There are a few songs that I did know, like Born in the USA, obviously, and it was a really cool sequence seeing that song made in the movie. It was really fun. The music was great. If you love Springsteen's music, you will enjoy those beats of the movie. But for me personally, again, I resonated more with the emotional aspects of it, and especially at the end too, when he finally has this reconciliation with his dad, who there was a difficult relationship with over the years, especially when he was a kid. That meant a lot. That really resonated with me, and it was really cool to see that full circle moment for him. And you could just tell throughout this movie how much of a personal story it was. And I walked out of this feeling like I kind of knew really who Bruce Springsteen is. So as someone who went in with no real knowledge of Springsteen, I came away with a new respect for him, for what he's worked through, what he's created, and really what he represents. This movie succeeds in making his story accessible even if you're not a fan. I think walking into that, I didn't know would I enjoy this movie because I don't really know much about him. I felt that way about Bob Dylan last year and his biopic with Timothy Chalamet. I didn't see it for that very reason because I'm not familiar with the musician. Now I wish I would have, and I probably will see it, a complete unknown, to see how that is portrayed too. But if you're not a fan of Springsteen, I think you will walk away from this taking a couple things from it that you'll enjoy. If you are a fan of Springsteen, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Is this a true kind of depiction of his life? I know it's based off a memoir as well, but I'd be curious to know your thoughts in the comments if you are a Springsteen fan, how you felt about the movie in general. Ultimately, Springsteen delivered me from nowhere. It's not about being a diehard fan. It's about understanding the cost of chasing something real and personal through art. And for that, I'm really grateful for this movie. Again, a lot of those beats really meant a lot to me, and I'm really glad that I saw it. Again, if you saw Deliver Me From Nowhere this weekend, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. If you liked this video, leave a like, subscribe for more content. Thanks for tuning in.